Okay.
Grandma, can I ask you a personal question?
Don't get so close. I haven't been pressed this morning. My wrinkles are showing my face. Good morning, y'all. It's dark outside. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. What do you do?
I want y'all to just look. That's the windows. It's dark. You can't even see through them.
Don't whirl it around so fast. You'll make them dizzy.
Okay.
What do you do when you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you can't go back to sleep? You get up and make a chocolate pound cake. That's exactly what you do. And you get your husband
I
up
was ready to say you punch your husband.
and you say, "Get up. We're fixing to make a cake." So,
Everybody makes cakes at 6 o'clock in the
it's
morning.
Saturday morning when you're supposed to be able to sleep in a little bit, but not today. Okay, I'm Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry. And I was looking through it's a cookbook called Heavenly Delights. A little Baptist church here in my community puts this out, and this is, I think, the third one that they have put out. They are absolutely wonderful. But in them, I have got my own recipes. I mean, they've got places in here where you can write in them, and I have written my own recipes in this book because I love this book so good. So I was thumbing through it last night and I found Rose's Fudgy Pound Cake. I don't remember making this cake. I don't remember coming up with the recipe for this cake, but we're going to try it this morning and see how it works. And it's a semi-homemade pound cake is what it is. We're putting, and I'm making it semi-sugarless. And when I say sugarless, that means less sugar. Sugarless means no sugar, but sugarless, and I'll put a little hyphen in between the sugar and the less so you won't get confused.
Could we say less sugar?
Less sugar, yeah, but semi less sugar doesn't sound like sugar as good as semi sugarless. Can y'all tell at 6 o'clock in the morning?
I don't know much difference between that.
All right. My original recipe called for regular brownie mix, but I am using a 0 sugar brownie mix. And it is not gluten free, but it is going to be less sugar. It's got extra flour. I've got 2/3 cups of all purpose, 1/3 cup of uh, self rising. I'm using 1/2 cup of sugar. That's the only sugar that's going to be in it. And I've got a 1/2 cup of stevia here. 2 tablespoons of cocoa along with the brownie mix. So it's going to be fudgy. 5 eggs, 1/2 cup of crisco, and 1 stick of softened butter. Mine's almost melted. I left it out overnight and it's kind of cold. So I put it in the microwave on my soft melt and it got a little bit more melted than I wanted it to. So that's the ingredients and buttermilk. I'm using a 1/2 cup of buttermilk. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with our Crisco, our 1/2 cup of sugar, our 1/2 cup of stevia. And as you can see, it kind of melted more than I wanted it to, but that's okay. All right. And I'm going to beat this. I'm going to get it all out. Okay. All right. I'm going to beat this till it's creamy. And this mixer is loud. It's not a KitchenAid. It's just one I found online. It works well for me because I don't bake a lot, but it is kind of loud. So we're going to turn the camera off, and when I'm going to beat this about 2 minutes until all this is creamy, and then we'll be back. Okay, I beat it for about 2 minutes, and I'm gonna put 5 eggs, one at a time. And these are room temperature eggs. They've been sitting out all night. But I have showed y'all before, if you forget to take your eggs out, just get a bowl like this, put warm water in it, put your eggs in it for like a couple of minutes, and it'll be room temperature. We'll turn it up for a second. Now, I've got my 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour and my 1/3 cup of self-rising flour. I like to do that instead of using baking powder. Now, I do use baking powder, baking soda, salt, but this was salted butter, so I'm not going to put any salt in this. And I'm just mixing I like to use the little bit of self-rising because, I don't know, it just gives the texture of the cake. It gives it a nice texture. So I'm just whisking my cocoa and my flour together. All right. And I'm going to put it in here on low because I don't want flour going everywhere. All right, I got to scrape down my sides. All right. I don't want to beat this much after I put my flour in it. So I'm going to go ahead and put my, whoops. That could have been a mess. Put my brownie mix in it. And I'm going to beat it. And I'm going to put some of my buttermilk. About half the buttermilk. And if you've never used buttermilk in a chocolate cake, try it. It is delicious. I'm not talking because I don't want to talk over this. All right. I'm going to put the rest of my flour in and the rest of my buttermilk. I want to get all of the buttermilk out of here, so I'm going to use my spatula to do that. I'm going to beat this just until I get it all incorporated in, because like I say, once you put that flour in it, you don't want to beat it very much. I'm going to scrape down the sides one more time. Because if you know, with brownie mix, you don't mix it much, just till it's incorporated.
You
So.
got your side. Right down.
Oh, okay. All right. And we're going to beat it a few more seconds. And we'll be good to put in our pan. Okay. I've got my pan sprayed. Let me get this out of the way. I've got my oven on 300. Now that's what I put on the recipe. So we're going to see. Like I say, I don't remember making this cake. I'm sure I did.
It was years ago.
But it was a long time ago. Yeah, but when I ran across it yesterday, I thought, oh, that sounds so good. Okay. I've got my pan sprayed really well. And get all my batter in here. Trying not to cover y'all up. I hope this turns out, y'all. And I hope it's as good as what I think it's going to be. I mean, how can it not be good? It's got brownie mix in it. It's got to be delicious. I'm going to get it all out. Okay. Now, I've got on my recipe 45 minutes to an hour. But on 300, I'm not sure. So, I'll let y'all know exactly how long it cooked when I take it out. Oh my. I know it's got eggs in it, y'all. I'm not scared of eggs. All right. I'm going to put this, good, in my 300-degree oven. And when it comes out, I'll let you know exactly how long. And when I take it out, I'm going to let it cool a little bit before we cut it. I may make a chocolate glaze to go over it out of some sugar-free chocolate chips that I have. I haven't decided yet. Maybe according to how good it is without it. So we'll see y'all back in a little bit.
I've never cooked a 5 o'clock cake before.
Well, we did this morning. I'm coming over there. Okay. It cooked 50, let's see, I put it on 45, then I put it on 5 more, 50 minutes. All right.
300.
At 300 degrees.
Looks delicious.
All right. I'm going to, hopefully it falls right out. It should. Yep. You always want to hear that plop. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, Rose.
Isn't that pretty? All right, y'all. I think I decided I'm going to put a glaze over it. So I may not use all these. This is a cup and a half of sugar-free chocolate chips.
Maybe just a string glaze. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So this is, let's see, this is a little measuring cup. That's 1 cup. All right, I took about a half a cup out. And in this, I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Okay. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. Woo!
I will say you were pouring it pretty good.
That came out, didn't it? All right. Now, I'm going to put this in the microwave. And I'm going to melt it on 30-second increments. And we're going to see how it does. I've never done this with the sugar-free ones before. So we're going to see how it works.
That is just perfect.
Isn't it?
Beautiful.
I could turn it over and it'd really be pretty, but I like the design. I like this. Okay. I think that's going to be enough. I don't think I'm going to use that extra half cup. Okay. Let me get a little spatula here. All right. You see how it started melting?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be careful with chocolate chips because I hope I didn't put too much cream in it. I may have. We'll see. But see, when you stir it, it's really more melted than what you think it is. Okay, and this was just after 30 seconds. I may put it in for 15 more seconds, but if you don't be careful and you cook it too long, it'll seize up on you and get hard again. So
that's looking pretty good right there.
Yeah, it is.
Keep stirring.
But it's still got some.
Okay.
It's still got a few chocolate chips in it.
All right.
So I'm just gonna lay that right there, and I'm gonna do it 10 more seconds maybe. And we're going to see how that does. I just want it enough that I can drizzle it over it. Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's it.
Stir that on the side.
Right there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I think I'll try to use my spoon and see if it'll drizzle. May not be thin enough to drizzle.
Let it drizzle in your cup. It's not really drizzling. I don't think.
It's not. It's not going to. It's too thick. Mm-hmm.
More cream?
Yeah, I'm gonna put just a little bit more cream. That was 2 tablespoons. Let's put a half a tablespoon, see what that does. Okay. All right.
Does it fall off this?
I'm not going to put any more cream on it though. I'll just do it like this.
Okay.
I'll just make it kind of like a ganache.
Why would you want to put a knot in it?
It's going to drizzle down the side anyway. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. You got a bunch coming down.
Yeah, but that's okay. All right. Ooh, this is going to be good, y'all. Woo. I wonder how many people have used that since Brenda Gant came up with it. It's going to be good, y'all. She's the one that first came up with that. And now so many people, we just use it not even realizing because it is. It's going to be good. And that is a really, really good saying that she came up with. So she did a good thing there. All right. Keep turning it. And I know it's going to be thick, but that's okay. Sure is pretty. Look at that.
Have you got a biscuit toast left, Rose?
I do not. Mm-mm.
Boy, the leftover chocolate there would be good on a piece of biscuit toast.
Wouldn't that be good? Mm-mm-mm. Okay, y'all. You just want it to kind of drizzle. Now, this is prettier than what I was thinking that I was going to do. I was just going to let it swirl it around, but this is even prettier. The way it's drizzling down the side. Okay. Now, y'all know what we got to do, don't you? We got to taste. Look at that, y'all.
You better get a picture first.
Oh, I'm going to. Oh my goodness.
All right, right over there on your side. You always miss your side.
Where? No.
Look right there.
Oh, okay. All right.
Woo!
Well, I'll do the whole inside then.
This is a nice 5 o'clock cake.
Maybe that's what I'll call it. 5 o'clock cake. I'm going to clean up my thing here. I'm going to get a thumbnail picture, and then we're going to come back and taste of it for you. We're fixing to taste of this cake.
Taste of it right here.
No. Okay. It doesn't make a big cake. It makes kind of a small cake. But I know it's going to be delicious.
Don't drop it.
Wow. Y'all.
Wow.
Okay. Tell me how it is, baby.
That's how it is right there.
It's daylight outside, y'all.
At 5 o'clock, this was just ingredients.
Yeah. And now it's a cake. How is it?
Oh, yeah.
Let me taste. Y'all, that texture is
50% less sugar. That's 50% less carbs.
It's more than 50% because your brownie mix was. Y'all look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my. Y'all. And I didn't even get any of the glaze. Am I green?
Yep.
We've been having mic trouble.
Your shirt's green too.
Y'all.
Isn't that good? Oh yeah.
That is a delicious chocolate fudgy pound cake.
Sweet enough to serve to guests that aren't sugar free.
You can't even tell it doesn't have much sugar in it.
And so little sugar that we can eat it with company and not worry about the carbs in it. Unless you just tried to eat half the cake. That makes a difference.
And your sugar-free chocolate chips are really dark chocolate, but they are perfect on this cake. Okay. Thank y'all for joining me so early this morning. We're going to a birthday party today, so I will take a couple of slices of this because I won't eat the regular birthday cake, but I will eat a slice of this.
Plus, we know 2 or 3 there that don't eat sugar.
That don't eat sugar
So
or don't eat much sugar. So I'll take several slices of this so they can have some too.
I'm not saving this last piece.
I was going to say, you didn't eat the whole piece. Thank y'all for joining me this morning. Food feeds the family. Family feeds the heart. God feeds the soul. Put deliciousness back in good food.
And it's okay if you lick the plate.
Yes, it is. Hit that subscribe button. Share this video. Hit that little notification bell. And y'all try this fudgy, semi-homemade, semi-sugar-less chocolate pound cake. Chocolate fudgy pound cake. Love y'all. See you next time.